Donald Trump's legal problems, as I have talked about extensively, are about to get so much worse. And at the end of this week, they already went and got so much worse for the former president. You see, his tax lawyers in New York, the firm of Morgan, Lewis, and Bacchius, decided to drop him. They announced that they were cutting ties with the former president. They were cutting ties with his children. They were cutting ties with his business organizations. They want absolutely nothing to do with Donald Trump. Now, this is the same tax lawyers, same tax firm, basically, that has had to comply with the investigations taking place in New York. Both the New York Attorney General, Latisha James, and the Manhattan DA, Cy Vance. Last month, actually, December 15th, I believe it was, a judge ruled that, yeah, you guys, the tax firm, you have to comply with the investigations and you have to start sharing the documents that they need. And apparently after about a month of that, they said, you know what? Nuts to this. Once this is over, we're done. We're not going to be involved with you in any way. Now, maybe it's because of the January 6th insurrection that Donald Trump is alleged to have incited. He was impeached for inciting it. Or maybe it has a little more to do with the fact that we don't want to constantly have to comply with investigators because that takes us away from our regular work. You see, it's really hard for an organization to continue to function normally when every few days you've got investigators knocking on your door saying, hey, you got to go dig through your files. We need this document, this one, and this one. That takes time away from the actual day-to-day work that these organizations have to do. So my theory is that it's less about the insurrection, which some people are speculating that that's what it was, and actually has more to do with the fact that these investigations are burdensome. And perhaps, much like Deutsche Bank earlier this month, they kind of see the writing on the wall. Now, Deutsche Bank, again, is another one people said, no, they're cutting ties because of the insurrection. I disagree. You're making money off this guy, right? And it's not like people are going to stop going to the bank. No. What they're worried about is all the information they've had to give over on Donald Trump. Perhaps they see that an indictment is coming down the pipeline, and they want to cut ties with this organization, the Trump organization, before the heat turns up too much. So that way, if an indictment comes down, they can say, look, when we started working with the prosecutors, we learned a lot of things, and those things we learned made us realize we don't want to do business with this individual because they're not on the level. Again, all of this right now is pure speculation because that's all we can do. You know, I don't work in the Attorney General's office. I don't work for the tax firm. I don't work for Deutsche Bank. So we don't know the rationale behind cutting the ties, and we don't know what those investigators in New York know. But soon enough, we will. Trump can no longer postpone these cases on the grounds of having executive privilege. His days are numbered before he's going to have to finally head back to New York and face the music.